We're going to be studying in lab 4 osmosis, which is a process by which molecules of a solvent tend to pass through a semi-permeable membrane from a less concentrated solution into a more concentrated solution. We're going to be doing it through studying the membrane that is underneath the shell of an egg, which is a semi-permeable solution. But how do we get to it? We need to first dissolve the outer shell. And we're going, for that reason, we're going to add vinegar, which contains acetic acid. This acetic acid is going to be in contact with the eggs or the outer shell legs to basically get rid of that shell so we can keep the membrane that we want to study. When the acetic acid gets in contact with the calcium carbonate, a chemical solution occurs, and in which this contact breaks the shell and acidic to form carbon dioxide, water, and calcium acetate. So we're gonna see in a few minutes, actually we're already seeing all those bubbles, which is basically representing the beginning of the break of the outer shell. Today is Monday, February 2nd, I believe, and it's supposed to take a couple of days to dissolve this shell. So we will come back in about 72 hours to see where we are, and we will continue with the next step. Thanks. Good morning again. Here is the second attempt to our experiment. Here we have 4 eggs that have been cleansed after being in the vinegar solution, and we have them all ready to be measured. And we're gonna do again the water used as a hypertonic solution, and this time I'm going to try the corn syrup as the hypertonic solution. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure the eggs and see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna start measuring the eggs. This is egg number 1, and it measures about 16 centimeters. By, hopefully I'll be able to get the farthest part, which is about 14.3 centimeters. That's egg number 1. I'll put it right by the hypertonic solution. Now we're gonna measure egg number 2. And egg number 2 is about 16.4 centimeters by 15.7. So it's slightly bigger. So that would be egg number 2. Egg number 3 17.1, pretty big, centimeters by 15.5 centimeters. That's egg number 3. And last but not least, egg number 4 is 16.7 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Okay. Okay, so now we're ready to put our egg number 1 in the hypertonic solution, and egg number 2 on another hypertonic solution. Oops. And I'm going to be adding water to egg number 1, 1 cup of water. Now we're gonna add another cup of water to the other hypertonic solution. Here we go. Egg number 2, water, 1 cup. Okay, now we're going to do egg number 3, a hypertonic solution. And for that, we're adding corn syrup. And I just realized maybe I should have put the solution before the egg, but I don't know, it's too late. Actually, I'm going to put the rest of the corn syrup on this other, or egg number 2. I'm sorry, egg number 4. So I'm adding about another cup. And actually it's all I have left, so hopefully it will be enough. And I'm gonna put egg number 4 into it. Okay, so I'm going to go back and check in 8 hours and do the measurements to figure out what's going on with egg number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm actually going to put numbers on the glasses so I don't get confused. Thank you. See you soon. We're back after 8 hours, and I have labeled egg number 1 and number 2. They are both in hypotonic solution, which is they're very low in solute, so I expect that the volume have increased in both cases. We will see. And then we have egg number 3 and number 4 in hypertonic solution corn syrup. This time I would expect them to have decreased as water should have left the cell. So we're going to measure and find the details. So we're gonna take egg number 1. Oh, this is a little hard. I hope they don't break. Let me try to get a spoon because somehow it's sticking to the bottom. I will get back soon enough. So I am not having much luck. Thank God this didn't break. I was able to get it up, but when I tried to get number 2, it broke on me. So again, egg number 2 breaking on me. Hopefully this won't happen again. And this is egg number 3. Very carefully. And egg number 4. Try it again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and measure. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. This is our last measurement that we'll do. This is egg number 1 in the hypotonic solution. Okay, I'm having a hard time like before taking it out. Okay, I'm gonna try it again with a spoon. Hopefully I'll be more lucky with. I'm having a hard time finding. I think I got this one. Okay, good. So, ooh, that looks pretty big. It's amazing. Okay, so this is egg number 2 and egg number 4. I'm sorry. Yes, this is egg number 4 and it's in the hypertonic solution. It's a lot smaller. So I just need to take one more out. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I was able to take it out. I had to actually take the water out and then it came out. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and measure and see what we get. This is a lot smaller. And I can tell, look at the membrane. You can actually tell it's not as full as this one, which was in a hypotonic solution, which means they were loaded with water. And this one, look at it, it shrunk. So I can tell already that it actually worked. So we're gonna go ahead and measure now. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with egg number 1, which it was in the hypotonic solution, and we left it at, it went from 16 centimeters when we started originally, and then it went in the hypotonic solution, and it was 16.5 with 103% increase in water, and now it went in the hypertonic solution, and it actually measures now about 14 centimeters. So it definitely shrunk. It went to 14 centimeters by 13 centimeters. So definitely went down. Okay, egg 2 on 17.1 we started. It went on the hypertonic solution, it went to 15 centimeters, and now we're back to this egg. And the egg now is at 17.8. Wow, 17.8 centimeters. So it went from 17.1 to 15 to 17.8 by 16. Wow, it definitely grew, which means water was allowed to get in. As you can tell, it's pretty big. And that, last but not least, egg number 4, again, it started at 16.7 centimeters. It went in the hypertonic solution to 15 centimeters. And it went back into the hypertonic solution, and now it's 17.2 centimeters. So again, we can tell that it actually increased in volume, which means water was able to get in through the osmosis. And the round is about 15.8 centimeters. Okay, so after doing the calculations, egg number 1 went from 16 centimeters to 16.5 after being in a hypotonic solution, with an increase, a slide of 103%. And after going to the hypertonic solution, it went down to 84%. Egg number 3 started with 17.1 centimeters. After hypertonic solution, it went down to 15 centimeters with a decrease in capacity of 91%. And after being again into the hypertonic solution, its volume increased to 120%. And lastly, egg number 4 started at 16.7 centimeters. After having gone to a hypertonic solution, it went down to 15 centimeters. That is a decrease of 90% of volume. And finally, after being in a hypertonic solution, it went up to 114%. That is, in summary, what happened. Thank you. Bye.